I believe people do business with people they trust at the end of the day. And you will not find business professionals that are more worthy of trust than America's One. Dave Nichols has a great team here, and he'll always go above and beyond to serve the customer and their needs above even their own. And I so appreciate that. I find a very good balance between service, pricing, and value that is so rare in the industry. You could maybe find a slightly cheaper title company somewhere, but I don't believe with the same service and level of trust that you'd find here at America's One. So I very much appreciate the whole team here for that, and thank you so much.
There are a number of things that make us different from our competitors that help us stand out. The first thing that we do very differently than our competitors is we really value serving the community, and we recognize that community stewardship is not just something we say, but it's something that we do. We raise funds every month, all throughout the year, and we as a team, we decide where those funds are to be attributed. We choose charities or ministries or organizations that are near and dear to the hearts of the employees. That's part of the beginning of the year process. We establish that group together as a team. And so that's something that we do very differently. Another thing is our veterans rate. If a buyer or seller is a veteran or active military in any branch whatsoever, their closing fee is $100 right out of the gate. And the reason that we do that is because it's just one more way that we can show the community, particularly veterans, how much we appreciate what they do so that we can do what we do.
With America's One, they really know all aspects of real estate transactions. So I've actually come to Anita with land contract type of stuff before. They've been able to get paperwork ready for me and really just kind of, answer any of my questions. It is kind of nice because, sometimes our legal hotline as realtors takes a little while to get back to us, whereas America's One usually gets back to us within an hour or so. So it's a great source of information and a great help to me as a realtor for sure.
The depth in their expertise is always there, and but they're also not afraid to say, I don't know, but I'll get back with you on that, and they always do. And so we have yet to run into an issue that was not something that we could resolve or work through in some way, shape, or form.
There were several times actually where there were glitches or issues or problems, and oftentimes I didn't know anything about the legwork that was being done behind the scenes until we got discussing the transaction. They kind of just pick up the ball and they make it happen.
They knew both ends of the process of buying, renovating, and selling these houses. So I really like that because they knew the investor, they knew what his intentions were, they knew how to work with him and his funding for me to get the renovations done on my end. And then they just worked really well with me too. So it kind of made a full circle all the way around. And that's why I chose to use America's One title for all of my stuff.
It is indispensable for our business to flourish that we have a title company that we can call and get excellent service from, that can solve problems, and that can be with us every step of the way.
The importance of utilizing an independent title agency is, number one, we're a neutral party. We have no affiliations. We aren't owned by a mortgage lender or a realtor, and that's very important for us in this market, but it's even more important to the consumer, because the consumer can utilize our services, they can utilize our company, and they can know that they're dealing with a neutral party, number one, who has we have no other affiliations that would impact our decision making and the way we treat the consumer. Our underwriting decisions are made with the consumer or the best interest of the consumer in mind, and aren't impacted or threatened in any way by an investor or a referral partner that we're somehow paying back to. And those are just a couple of reasons why an independent title agency is important to the consumer.
I find they're a little more nimble, you could say, than some of the other title companies, and because of that, we see consistency with the speed of our transactions as well as the effectiveness of the service that they provide.
I have learned that the closing is the very last chance that I as a realtor have to make a great last impression. And that really is the impression that a client takes away. And I know that they do an incredibly great job at making great last impressions for the service that we as realtors provide.
Our company operates 4 offices here within the Grand Rapids, Western Michigan area. We can close loans and insure transactions anywhere in the state of Michigan. I believe the future is very bright for America's One Title. We want to continue to expand and grow in the state of Michigan. That's going to remain our focus. I believe that a regional focus is by far the best for our company and the best for our consumers.